On very cold winter mornings, I wake up in agony. I'm told that what I suffer from are phantom pains. What I really suffer from is the empty space in bed next to me where your body should be curved against mine the way the light side of the moon cradles its dark side. She doesn't exist. So I'm told. She's a woman I have never even met, except, you know I have. In the seconds before sunlight cracks my eyelids and splits our atoms apart, we have spent lifetimes together, slow dancing away entire years. We recited poetry endlessly, made love constantly, occasionally set the two actions to the same rhythm. We have died in each other's arms day and night, briefly forgetting the outlines that God burdened us with for one, we could both see ourselves buried in. Even my mother liked you. That's real shit too. Even my mother likes you. Going so far as to unclench 5 generations of anger, bred and sunbathed in strawberry fields, so she could pull up your seat at our dinner table, reveal how we remind her of the first time ink awkwardly kissed paper, and to tell us both. You know when you have found your alma, your soulmate, but all of your stories begin with I, spontaneously start to begin with ours. I will confess, I always knew that I was paper. The way I would sometimes climb into bed, a cold, sweaty mess, wondering if you'd still love me after you held me up to light on my razor-thin edges, saw that I can be transparent sometimes too, and recycled me afterwards, like so many inkwells that came before you. I must confess, on my best days and in my best dreams, I will not deserve you. I will spend my every single waking moment working to be worth a single drop of you. I will bend myself into an airplane and jump into the most violent updrafts the universe could throw at me, following the same wind currents as the writers that have come before me. I will crawl on hand and knee across the broken bottle highways that Hemingway left behind, mixing broken skin, stale gin, and self-loathing, and prove to you that a real man can apologize, as long as he stays humble when he bleeds. I will fly across this earth until I have drawn just enough crimson ink from this jagged stone of a body that I have let myself become, and prove to you that I can be more than two-dimensional. I will conquer these 4 borders I have made for myself to put myself in a writer's block, evermore the writer blocked, and mold for you a line connecting me to you. I'll lay brick over it, paint it yellow. I will walk every inch of it, chanting, there is no place like home, like a man desperate to get your ruby slippers back to you before you start thinking that black and white is the only setting in a life that could be so much more colorful if I could just get these 3 little words into your ears. You will hear me coming. You will hear me. And every raindrop that kisses your forehead good night and sounds like my laughter. You will hear me, and every deja vu that awkwardly brushes by you and sounds like an unknown lover's whisper. You will hear me, and every body-rattling flash of white lightning that follows the most intimate kinds of curiosity and draws from your lips a moan like that of a scholar that has found the meaning of life tattooed in the holy scripture of your inner thighs. But I found you. Point B to my point A. I will build for you an emerald city at your feet with these words I have kept in my shirt pocket too damn long. Red ink bleeding through fabric that can barely hold me together some days. When I have found you, point B to my point A on a map that looks more and more like the space between your navel and your chin, the more I lose myself in it, thinking that our lives depend on it. You will miss my introduction completely. Too lost in the idea that you have seen my face before in a dream somewhere. apologize and ask for my name, I'll just laugh, too caught up in how time has kept your skin perfect, like the last page at the end of a fairy tale, and reply, sweetie, don't apologize. I'm sorry for not being more memorable and sweeping you off your feet the first time these words left my lips and went straight from those legs. You can call me Ink. I have come such a long way to tell you how our story starts.